by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut. Don't make way for a prodigy.
Catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and checking. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping, I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas. I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time. It's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking. We bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity and shut. Don't make way for a prodigy. Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big frowns. They already gone by the size of me.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. Quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. One of the Panthers' big off-season acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You talk about this Lions defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Steps away to his left. Pressure comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First and 10, Young. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Throwing, Young. And his throw here's incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll go again with Gibbs. Down to about the 45. The Lions had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now Hooker. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
Ready, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Handoff right side to Nwangu. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Here we go. Here we go. Ball's red.
They go play action. Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Straight ahead with Hubbard. Hard running at the 15. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Flushed out right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
Ready. Ready.
On play action. Young looking for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, 29 yards. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Now Young. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Come on.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready. Go.
Gibbs straight ahead. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off or a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Okay, break.
Second down and 8.
17. Ready.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down. To 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now it's the backup Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Shell. 14. 14. Super 1.
Goff now looks to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's... Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 10-0 lead, you figure they won't try to do anything foolish here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Here's Young. He'll air one out deep for Mingo. He's got it at the 15. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
Gone. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Score now. Whirling.
Play action. It's gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's second and 10. Now Goff. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
This is fielded at the 27. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A play fake, now Young. He's got Mingo. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
1st down, Panthers.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets it down to the 32.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Nice run from Sanders to accomplish a couple of long-awaited firsts last season in Philadelphia. Finally broke 1,000 yards and had 11 touchdowns to help reach his first Pro Bowl.
And Chark calls it in. Touchdown! DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
What's that?
Another run for Gibbs here. Broken tackle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Great run by Gibbs, who surprised me by being picked so early in the draft. But the Lions knew when they had the chance to add a playmaker like him, they absolutely couldn't pass him up.
On 1st and 10, Goff. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Goff. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long. It's Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Kene Nwangu. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. The slot man in motion right. Now it's gone. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
76, tell him. 76.
Throwing on third. Goff. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Hardball. Super 66.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Set. Jet.
Off the play fake, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Young. this is caught at the 8th. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
At the 9-yard line.
Ready?
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Kene Nwangu with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
The score, Panthers.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Lions on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Left! Left! Left!
Back to throw, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Here we go. Black swap. Set.
Now a give running right, Nwangu. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Williams, a man in motion right. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Goff on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. 20. Down to the 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Ready?
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, what a move. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Panthers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another road date